U.S. Secretary of Health and Human Services Robert F. Kennedy Jr. took to the tennis court with tennis legend Novak Djokovic, sharing a moment that underscores their mutual stance on vaccine skepticism. Kennedy posted a photo of the two on X at 9/11 EDT, captioned, "Novak Djokovic, first in tennis, first in integrity, first in courage. Guess who won this match?" The image shows the pair smiling on a sunlit tennis court, each holding a racket, with lush greenery and a white building in the background. Kennedy's controversial role as health secretary. Kennedy, who was sworn into his role in February 2025 under President Donald Trump's administration, has stirred significant controversy due to his long-standing anti-vaccine advocacy. Since taking office, he has reportedly directed the National Institutes of Health, NIH, to compile lists of all grants related to mRNA vaccine research, raising alarms among scientists. According to a March 2025 report by Science, this move aligns with Kennedy's broader skepticism of vaccines, including his refusal during confirmation hearings to acknowledge scientific consensus that childhood vaccines do not cause autism and that COVID-19 vaccines have saved millions of lives. Critics fear this could jeopardize critical public health research, with some researchers already facing grant terminations for studies on vaccine hesitancy. Djokovic's history with vaccine mandates. Djokovic, the Serbian tennis icon considered as the GOAT, greatest of all time with 24 Grand Slam titles, has also been a polarizing figure due to his unvaccinated status. His stance gained global attention in 2022 when he was deported from Australia ahead of the Australian Open after a legal battle over his vaccine exemption. Later that year, he was unable to compete in the U.S. Open due to U.S. travel restrictions requiring COVID-19 vaccination for international visitors. Those restrictions were lifted in May 2023, allowing Djokovic to return for the 2023 U.S. Open, where he has since solidified his legacy as a three-time champion. A symbolic tennis match. The tennis match between Kennedy and Djokovic, while a lighthearted moment, symbolizes a growing alliance between high-profile figures opposing vaccine mandates. Kennedy's post drew varied reactions on X. Some users, like Petter Nygaard7, praised their shared resistance, noting, "It's a bit odd that refusing to take a shot makes us heroes, but here we are." Others, such as Vance Murphy, criticized Kennedy's focus, stating, "A bunch of children are being born today and given a hepatitis vaccine. We don't really have time for tennis." Meanwhile, at David Elv 90 referenced Djokovic's past, commenting, "Australia asked him to leave the country for this vaccine status." Public reactions and broader implications. The backdrop of this event is a broader cultural and political movement gaining traction in certain circles, where vaccine skepticism is increasingly framed as a matter of personal freedom and integrity. Djokovic's public resistance has made him a hero to many in the anti-vaccine community, a sentiment Kennedy clearly shares. This is further evidenced by posts like @TrumpArmy's reply, which included a photo of Kennedy with President Trump, captioned, "Together they will make America great and healthy again." However, the alliance has its detractors. @Samantha Thompson accused Kennedy of working for Israel, the people who murdered your family, while Ali Spam posted a scathing critique in French, calling both men anti-vax and questioning Djokovic's views on protests in Serbia. Another user, @Oscar, suggested Djokovic could bring his champion spirit to Serbia's political future, urging him to challenge the country's leadership under President Aleksandar Vučić. Kennedy and Djokovic challenging the status quo. Kennedy's tenure as health secretary has already been marked by polarizing actions, such as touting French fries as a health food and casting doubts on vaccine safety, according to a March 13, 2025 AP News report. His meeting with Djokovic, who recently co-founded the Professional Tennis Players Association, PTPA, and launched legal action against tennis governing bodies for anti-competitive practices, as reported by BBC Sport on March 18, 2025, further cements their shared ethos of challenging established systems. As Kennedy and Djokovic rally around their principles, their tennis match serves as a metaphor for a larger battle, one that continues to divide public opinion on science, health policy, and individual rights in an increasingly polarized world. Who won the match remains a mystery, but their partnership is clearly a victory for the anti-vaccine movement. This is Valerie, serving you the latest from the world of tennis here on Racket Point. Back to you.